Get some of the greatest bands of all time playing in your house. I mean, you had the Cult, right? One of my favorite bands playing in your house. Tell us about the concept and the House of Strombo. How did that come together?
One day I was walking down Yonge Street and I had to make a right onto Queen Street in Toronto, right? So I was walking down Yonge Street and I passed 228 Yonge. 228 Yonge, I think, was now a Home Sense or something, not a Home Sense, but like some home wares house store. It's where I used to do the radio show from, where the kids could come in and hang out. If they didn't want to go home, they could come hang out and meet the rock stars and be around it. I made a right onto Queen Street on the south side and I walked by Much Music. And Much Music had been like, they no longer did those kind of shows where the audience could, kids could meet and be that close to the people they looked up to, the rock and rollers and the hip hop artists and dance stars and pop stars. So I walked by and I thought, man, you two groups, the radio station and the TV station, don't know how important it is to be of your community. You don't know how important it is. You don't, or you don't care about how important it is to create a space where people can come hang out. And that angered me, to be honest with you, because I remember traveling across the country and seeing the impact we had on kids' lives being in a place like Much or even at the Edge. So I said, all right, screw it. I'm just going to do it at my house. That was it. And I called a friend of mine. I'm like, I'm going to do these shows at my house. And I'm going to let the public in, and that'll be that. And everybody said, you're crazy. Why would you do that? And I said, because I think it matters. I think you got to create a place where people can bring their families in. They can meet the stars they love, be really close, because there's something really powerful about being in that space. As we get more and more in a digital world, being in that space. And everybody tried to talk me out of it. I said, screw it, I'm going to do it anyway. And honestly, I was a little surprised that everybody showed up, that the bands showed up. And people were freaked out. They're like, this is your actual house? Yeah, it's my actual bathroom, my actual kitchen. That's my actual bedroom. Like a house party, you put the coats on a bed. Like I lived in that house. I'd wake up in the morning, dude, go outside like, 8 o'clock in the morning. Some speakers had been set up the night before. I'd go and I'd sweep the front walkway and then my doorbell would ring and it'd be Scott Weiland saying, hey man, can I use your bathroom? I'm like, yeah, no problem. Scott Weiland would come and use the bathroom, whatever. They'd, take a shower. Then the band would show up and they'd come and they would do the show. So like it was very, very old school in that Much Music, the Edge way, where if you remove, and also I thought that, I thought there was something really interesting about having some skin in the game, having some skin in the game. And like anybody can get a studio, but it takes a real G to do it in your home, and let people in. So I kind of did it. That's how it started. And then it kind of grew into what it is.